So you clicked on this video and you're trying to be like my boy Greg Heffley, because you see his books and you're like, damn, I want something like that in my life. But you got to get that paradigm out of your head right now, because we see people like Greg Heffley and they write diaries. You know, he claims it's a journal. It is a diary. And the thing about journaling, jumping right into it head first, journaling is not a diary. When you open up your journal, you should not be writing down what happened in your day. Oh, today I had this for lunch. That's not what journaling is. The way I like to describe journaling to a normie is that journaling is understanding yourself. Kind of like therapy for yourself. There's two forms of journaling. Gratitude journaling, and what I like to call puke journaling. And I'll be talking about both in this video because they're both very important. I'm sure if you're clicking on this video, you already want to journal, but the benefits of journaling are exponential, dude. Like, you can journal forever. It's one of those things. With lifting, at a certain age, certain time period, you're gonna focus on other things. That's just what happens with lifting. You always exercise, you always stay in good shape, right? If you care about your health. But like lifting, it's something that you'll fall out of sooner or later. Journaling is something that follows you throughout everything, okay? Whether it be your business adventures, your career, whether it be relationships, whether it even be lifting, it's everywhere. It's a basis thing. Meditating and journaling are both basis things. You need to do both. Anyways, ran out of the way. Gratitude journaling. And gratitude journaling is exactly what it sounds like. You write things you're grateful for. I got my journal right here. What I like to do is I wake up in the morning, right? And I just write down things I'm grateful for right in the morning. You wake up. Right when your alarm goes off, you pick up your journal and you start writing. You grab your pen. I'm grateful for this blanket. I'm grateful for my sleep. I'm grateful for this water beside my bed. I'm grateful for this day. And when you wake up, you're going to be all groggy. You're going to be like, ugh. But that's the part of journaling that it seems simple, right? Journaling's easy, but that's the part that's kind of hard, is waking up and doing it right away. But it's so important to do it right when you wake up, because it puts your mind in a sense of gratitude. Like if you do this for a week, habitual, do it for a week, 7 days in a row, right? You'll start waking up with a sense of gratitude. You start waking up literally thinking about things you're grateful for right when you wake up, putting you in a good mood right away. And the thing that goes hand in hand with gratitude journaling right in the morning is not going on your phone right when you wake up. I've been guilty the past month. Every time I wake up, I was clean for a while. I guess you could say clean, like it's a heroin. But I didn't go on my phone right when I woke up for a long time. But I've been doing it more again. But then when I catch myself and I don't do it, I realize I just have a better day. When I, instead of going on my phone, taking the 3 minutes to go on my phone, instead, taking the 3 minutes to pick up this journal and write down things I'm grateful for. It's exponentially better. Exponentially makes you happier. It's one of those things that's like, oh, you don't get a monetary benefit. You don't get your dick sucked. It's literally just puts you in a good state of mind. And if you're like, oh, I don't have the time. When I wake up, I don't have the time. I have to get up and go right. Literally set your alarm 5 minutes earlier. You're not losing sleep for 5 minutes earlier. You're not losing any sleep. 5 minutes earlier, you wake up, and a better day, an entire day ahead of you that's just better. What are you really losing? You're not losing time. It's so simple. Summarize it. Wake up in the morning, grab your journal, write down at least 5 things you're grateful for, then get started with your day. It's that simple. So much benefit, so much happiness, so much gratefulness to be had. It's such a simple habit. And mentioned before the other form of journaling. It's kind of a gross name, puke journaling. And the reason I call it that is self-explanatory. Grab your notebook, you flip to a clean page, right? This is your toilet bowl right here, okay? This is the toilet bowl. Your mind is sick. So you start fucking throwing up all over it with words and thoughts. All right, I'll explain in more depth. I know that was pretty general. But you ever have your mind obsessing over something? We all have, whether you like to admit it or not. Honestly, I'll say it. Usually it's a negative thing. Usually our mind obsesses over a negative thing. So when your mind is constantly thinking about this thing, could be positive too, positive or negative, grab your journal and literally just write everything you've been thinking about it, every bundled up feeling, every bundled up emotion. And it's not stoic, it's not masculine. It is stoic and masculine. That's what journaling is. It's understanding yourself. And the more you understand yourself, the better off you are. The more masculine you are. There's nothing feminine, nothing unmasculine, nothing cringy about understanding how you feel, understanding your emotions. And like before, I use the analogy of puking. You ever been sick, right? Your stomach is just killing you. And then you go to the bathroom and you puke and you feel better. Like it emptied you out. That sickness was got rid of when you puked. That's kind of how puke journaling works. You got this negative thought you're obsessing over. Maybe it's a heartbreak. Maybe someone recently died. It can be this small or this big. It doesn't matter. Puke journaling. Every last thought, just write it all out. You don't even realize your hand's writing. You just go. And you'll come out with a clearer sense of mind. Like you'll take a breath in and you'll notice the anxiety is dimmed down. At least that's how it is in my experience. And with positive things, your mind's obsessing over a positive thing. Your mind's obsessing over a business thing you want to do. Your mind's obsessing over a new lifting schedule you want to do. Journaling it, puke journaling it, writing everything you think about it allows you to organize it all, leading you to a better chance of success. Journaling is so simple. It just takes actually doing it. And of course, I got little tips, right? Little tips. A big one is journal when there's no distractions, whether it be gratitude or puking. These tips go for any type of journaling. Don't have some TV on in the background. Don't have your phone on. Don't have music even playing. Maybe you have music playing, but no like lyrical music. Maybe just some like sounds. You're in a state of mind where you're alone, no distractions, so it lets your mind think. That's the big thing about journaling. It's putting your thoughts on paper, but if you're constantly distracting yourself, you don't even have thoughts. They're all bundled up down, which will just make you feel like shit. So when you journal, do it with 0 distractions. Also, don't go back and read what you wrote. The whole point is that you're kind of just like getting it out of you, or you're just gratitude journaling for the day. Going back and reading it, it does nothing for you. Maybe like go back and read, like if you've been journaling for a while, go back and read some like 2-year-old entry. Maybe to even be grateful for it, like how much better your life has gotten, how much better your mindset has gotten. Maybe your life hasn't gotten better, but your mindset has, and that alone has caused you to be more happy. But like, don't write some shit and then look back at it like 2 days later. It's no point. Personally, I've started using a journal for everything, just to get my hand in that muscle memory state of writing. So writing just becomes easier in general. Like the action of actually writing is easier. So I write down all my scripts for YouTube, or my bullet points for YouTube in my journal. Write down my schedule in my journal. Write down everything in my journal, from puke journaling to gratitude journaling, everything. And I'm not saying you have to do this, just something I've done that it makes it easier to write when it does come time to truly journal, like deep journal. But truly, journaling is simple. Like when you see a full guide video like this, like full guide to blank, you expect it to be like 30 minutes long, at least. Journaling is so simple. I don't know how long this video will be, probably like 10, 12 minutes maybe. But just by this video being short, maybe you can use it as motivation. Like if you're for whatever reason feeling demotivated to journal, just realize how simple it is and how much it gives you. How much the time, the return on investment for journaling, there's very few things that give you that level of return on investment. Very few things. There's no point in not journaling. Also, it makes you feel cool. It makes you feel like the pondering wizard when you journal. So, on that note, my Discord's in the description if you want to talk to me. Free workouts in the description as always. Do something hard today. Go do suffer at least once. It's always good to suffer. And journal. When you wake up tomorrow morning, gratitude journal. If something's eating away at your mind, puke journal. And I'll see you in the next one.